Hey, good morning, God, Vision, Emotion, and Faith family. Thank you for tuning in today. We have some, I wanted to add another segment here to the channel, including our news and updates in regards to the additional scriptural and word of God that you're getting here on the channel. Wanted to kind of keep this a little bit diverse to give you guys some news and additional commentary as it pertains to the word of God, and also keep you followers updated in terms of the news, what goes on in the Christian community. We have a very sad, tragic story that happened. I was haven't had time to kind of cover it, but this originally happened somewhere around January 25th, which was a few weeks ago. A Las Vegas area pastor was shot and killed in his driveway. He was a pastor in Las Vegas during an alleged dispute with his neighbor, who was with his family. So the gentleman was leaving his house with his family, and apparently this person had been antagonizing them for weeks or even months. This guy was with his wife and his two children, and the children were and the family were witnesses to this. They watched when this incident actually happened. Nick Davi, 46, a pastor at Grace Point Church in North Las Vegas, was gunned down when Joe Junio, 36, confronted the family outside their townhouse in the courts of Alicante gated community last month. Again, this happened in I think maybe it happened in January, or maybe this happened in December. But I saw this article in January. And so some of the responses are, your mind can't process this. One of the fellow pastors, Ty Neal, told the outlet, saying the family has been terrorized for weeks by Junio, and they left the home and are staying elsewhere. Junio allegedly became irate when the pastor complained about her to the homeowners association, according to a wrongful death lawsuit filed by Davis Sari's wife. So apparently, this individual had been antagonizing them at their home. I guess they were a neighbor or somebody who lived on the same street. The family of four was leaving for their home during this altercation for the evening when Junio drove past them and then parked her car and rolled her window down, according to 8 News Now. The pastor said, "Why don't you leave us alone? We've had enough." Someone shouted at Junio as one of the children began recording the altercation from inside the vehicle. "What's your problem with this?" Davey reportedly asked before taking a step toward Junio's car. So you have some photos here of the pastor who passed away. Again, this wasn't a drive-by shooting. He was in a safe neighborhood, his own house. Tragic incidents like this that are totally uncalled for, happen. And this is a photo of the assailant, the person who's been charged. Joe Junio was arrested and then charged with open murder with a deadly weapon, and attempted murder, battery, child abuse and neglect, and discharging a gun and weapon where a person might be endangered. Junio shot David in the abdomen and then turned the gun on Sarah Davy, striking her as well, while the couple's two children, 12 and 15 years old, watched from inside the nearby car. One of Davis's children captured their horrific shooting with their phone with the photo of the moment before the fatal shot attached to the lawsuit. Both Davy and his wife were taken to University Medical Center, where he died of his injuries. Davy was born and raised in Riverhead, New York, and then joined Grace Point Church staff in 2014. Now, again, some of the situations that led up to this issue was weeks before the shooting, Junio began to show signs of escalating threatening behavior after Davy reported her to the HOA for violations involving chickens and dogs. A police report obtained by KLAS read, Junio, who was licensed with the Nevada Real Estate Division, was arrested at the scene. Fox 5 News reported. Okay, I had no idea that she was a real estate agent. She has been since charged with open murder with a deadly weapon, attempted murder, battery, child abuse and neglect, and discharging a gun weapon where a person might be endangered, according to jail records viewed by the Post. So here's the beautiful family. Their lives are now turned upside down because somebody decided to act a particular way, decided to act in violence and murder this innocent pastor. The wrongful death lawsuit filed on January 19th is asking a jury award in unspecified amount of damages. While the Homeowners Association is not listed on the lawsuit, it does acknowledge the HOA knew of the likelihood that Junio would become violent. So I guess they may have been displaying some tendencies. The Homeowners Association knew or should have known that defendant would likely perform violent actions against deceased and plaintiff as a result of ongoing association dispute. So this person is being held on $300,000 bail. I don't know if they've made bail or not. She is scheduled for a preliminary court hearing March 4th, 2024. Again, this is a very tragic situation. I haven't heard of too many stories where pastors are getting shot. I mean, normally when there's an altercation, it's usually happening in the pulpit. But again, this individual felt threatened, was violent, had been antagonizing this family for quite some time. Wanted to share this because I know a lot of people don't see stories like this. Typically, you'll see a story maybe on CNN or news like the Kansas City Chiefs shooting, which happened for their celebration party. We know of things like that, but we definitely don't want to pass up on stories like this to kind of give issues or concerns to family members who are going through things like this, because they definitely need prayer right now. We need to come together as the Christian faith, uplift, this family, hold them up in prayer. I don't know if they have a GoFundMe or anything, but if you guys want to do some research, look into that. But we definitely wanted to spotlight that here on the channel because, this is a pastor. This was inside their house. This was not at the church. He wasn't ministering. I don't know if it was motivated by some of their religious affiliations. I don't know. I have no idea. But to know something like this could just happen right out in front of your house, knowing this guy was a pastor, we definitely wanted to make sure that we uplift their family, we stay in agreement. And the enemy is always out trying to get us. Satan has many different cohorts, his hosts and demons. And I don't know if there's anything in this particular situation that could have been, prevented, but we always have to stay vigilant, make sure we mind our surroundings. Things aren't like what they used to be. We don't know if this individual had, mental health issues, but all that he was asking this person to do was just stop antagonizing them, leave their family alone. Again, I don't know of all the situations leading up to this type of dispute, but within the blink of an eye, we could be gone. Things definitely happen. This was definitely within the control of this person's actions, the person holding the gun here. This situation did not have to happen. And so, we just always need to be mindful and vigilant that Satan, the devil, could use anybody to impact our lives. So, again, from God's Vision in Motion, we definitely want to make sure that, we're doing our part here to pray for this family member, because now the two kids have to grow up without a father. The wife has to go on in life now without a husband, and now they're staying someplace else. And then, of course, too, the ministry has been affected. I still don't know what church they attended. I think there's some comments here online. I'll play a video clip here at the end of this particular video, but definitely wanted to shed light on this particular situation. If any of the pastors who follow the channel could reach out to the family on our behalf and express our condolences, we would greatly appreciate that. So you guys all have a great day, and we will catch you later with more exciting Word of God information from Evangelist Willie Smith. You guys have a good day. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
We're here to pay tribute to a great man of God, Nick Davi. We're here to show our love and support for his precious family.